Hey guys, welcome to the video where I'm going to be showing you how to do some patriotic nails for 4th of July or for Memorial Day. We will first start with the white and blue striped design with the heart and the star. We'll then move on to the French tip design, and then we'll do the starburst jagged edge design with the blue and red. Here you'll see that I started with a white nail, so you want to go ahead and paint your nail white first and let it dry. Then we're going to be taking a blue striping polish and we're going to create stripes across our nails. I did about 4 or 5. You do want to go carefully with this step because you don't want to mess up the stripes and go diagonal or go crooked or what have you. So take your time with this. I actually was a little overzealous when I first did it, and I put way too much polish on the end of my brush. So you see me have to go back a couple times to dry off that brush to remove the excess polish. But go ahead and create the stripes. Take your time, be neat, be slow. This is not the time to rush through anything. You want to make sure you're doing a nice, clean, crisp job so you get those stripes nice and pretty. Now that we've done all of our striping, you will see the finished effect here. We are now ready to go ahead and create the heart. I start with 2 dots for the top of the heart, just 2 round dots for the top of the heart. And then what we'll do is we will connect them down into a triangle. Here I start to connect it right down into the triangle, into an edge to create the triangle. And here we have the finished effect. You can also obviously do a star. It's relatively easy to do. As you normally would draw a star, you just draw a star right on your nail. And I went ahead and I outlined that star with silver polish as well. I think gives it a nice effect and makes the star stand out a little bit more. Whichever you prefer is perfectly fine. I personally prefer the star over the heart. Now we're ready to move on to the French tip nail. I have already painted the nail in a nude color. And now we are going to take some red nail polish and create a diagonal line across the edge of the nail. This will be the red part of the tip. Work slowly. You want the edge of the diagonal to be crisp, but it's very easy. You're just running it right across the edge of your nail to create that diagonal effect. Now we are ready to use blue polish to do the exact same thing on the other side. We're going across to create the blue edge on the nail. Now we are ready to add stripes to the right side of the nail. I would actually recommend that if you're going to add the stripes, you don't have to add stripes, you can leave it just with the red and blue edge. But if you are going to add stripes, I actually would recommend that you do this step before. I did it here because it's just what made sense to me, but I actually would recommend that you do the white stripes when you're doing the red edge of the nail. Right after you do the red edge of the nail, go ahead and add the stripes. That way when you paint over with the blue edge, if you happen to make any mistakes, it'll just clean up that edge right there and you won't have to go over with the white onto the blue. So I do recommend doing that when you're doing the red tip, not at this point, but that's when I did it. I added some dots onto the blue edge to create kind of the effect of stars. Very easy. I just blotted some dots right on the edge of the blue color, and it effectively created some stars for us, which I think looks quite pretty and quite nice once the design is finished. And here we have the finished effect. Very pretty and very elegant. Now we're moving on to the jagged edge or starburst nail design. You are going to need some tape for this, and I used about 2 or 3 inches worth of tape for this. You're going to want to cut diagonal incisions into your tape, basically little triangles. That's what we're going for. We're going to create some little triangles, which we're going to use to effectively border off the edges and border off the design for our nail. So go ahead and cut those out. And then you're going to want to take those and place them on the nail. I did mine on an offset kind of pattern, so I placed the first one a little bit higher up in the nail, the second one a little further down, and the third one a little bit further down. You don't have to use 3 pieces, 2 pieces is fine, 3 pieces is fine, 4 pieces is fine. It depends on how many actual edges and jagged edges you want on your nail. I wanted 3, so that's what I used. Now that we have our tape on there, we're ready to go ahead and use the blue nail polish to paint over it. So you're going to go ahead and just paint right over the edge of your nail, making sure to cover the tape as well, because that's what's going to create that design, and that edge on your nail is the tape. Once we remove it, you'll see that the edge is quite crisp and quite clean, and it's going to give you a very, very nice design and very, very nice effect. Once you're all done painting your blue color, you want to move on to removing the tape. Now you want to do this carefully. You don't want to rush it. You want to take it off real carefully. But once you do, the design will be revealed and you'll be able to see the edge of your nail. Now, I went ahead and I went back with some silver polish, and I actually traced the edges of the design. I thought it made it look a little bit more crisp, a little bit cleaner. I just enjoy the silver polish as a added effect. You don't have to do that. That's just something that I personally chose to do because I think it looks a lot nicer, and I think the silver kind of brings out the design a little bit more than if we hadn't used the silver color. So whatever makes sense for you. This is the finished effect with the silver. I think it looks quite nice, and it's very, very easy to do. The tape pretty much ensures that you cannot mess this up. And here you see I did one with a blue edge and one with the red edge. It's just a matter of alternating the colors. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I do want to leave you with one additional pearl of wisdom, and that's make sure you use a really good top coat. Once you've allowed your designs to dry fully, make sure to use a really nice top coat. I personally love Sech Vite. It's quick drying, it is high gloss, it really does smooth out all of the edges and on any design that you do. So I do recommend Sech Vite, but whatever you want to use is perfectly fine. That's my personal recommendation. Also, if you guys do try these out, make sure to tag me on Twitter or on Instagram. I really do want to see your design, so post them up and make sure to tag me. I want to see what you guys are creating, what you guys do. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and please, please, please subscribe. Also, in the comments down below, let me know if you have any requests, if there's certain videos or certain designs you want to see. I will do my best to oblige. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.